Hi, you're welcome to Crownfield College, and our discussion today is on the concept of project versus product versus program. What do you think? These three P's, what do you think they stand for, or what have you known them to stand for? So, in Crownfield College, we want to help you to understand concepts properly so that you can be able to maximize them. Everything has a concept, an underlying idea. And if you don't understand those concepts, you cannot be able to maximize them purposefully and profitably. So, in this course today, we're looking at these three P's, and I'm going to be sharing with you first their concepts, and then I'll be explaining to you what those concepts mean, and I'll be sharing with you examples. I'll now end with their key differences with respect to their objective and focus. So let's start up with what a project means. So, according to the Project Management Institute, a project is defined as a temporary endeavor with a clear start and end that aims to create a unique product, service, or result. So, from this definition, you can see that a project is an endeavor, is a sequence of tasks, but it is temporary. That is, it is not an everlasting thing. It has a defined start and a defined end. It's clear. So the goal is that at the end of this process, there must be a unique product, service, or result that you can identify. So that is the meaning of a project from the Project Management Institute. So, what is a product? So we're going to look at it. And I love this definition by Mohammed Fayaz. Let's see how it looks. Now, according to Mohammed Fayaz, a product is something created to meet a need or want in the market. It can be a physical item, a digital service, or an experience offered to customers. So, as you can see, that there's a connection and it is growing as we move in this discussion. So, from talking about projects, we can see that a project is a process that leads to an end result. And the result can be a product, a service, or a result itself. Now, when a project leads to a product, we are saying that the product must be able to meet a need or want in the market. And when it meets this need, it can be a tangible offering of a physical item, or it is that service or an experience offered to customers or users, things that people can relate with that can meet their need. Now, as we have seen the two concepts, first of a project and a product. Now let's look at what a program is. So let me start with this part. So the definition of a program given in the Standard for Program Management, second edition, PMI 2008B, page 312. It says it's a group of related projects managed in a coordinated way to obtain benefits and control not available for managing them individually. Now let me pause there. Now the key words here is that what? When there are projects that are related and are managed in a coordinated way to obtain benefits, strategic benefits that when you manage them individually, you might not be able to achieve, then you are having a program. So program is not just about say, we are doing this program. Are there related projects? So I'm going to give you an example of this in a bit. Are there related projects in a coordinated way? So you can have a health program, an educational and training program that has different projects attached to it. So you're going to do an educational program. You must first of all plan the program. You start with the time and you end and you finish. And that planning service is like a project. Then you now go and produce the materials, the learning materials in a particular place. Then you now come and deploy the training from a particular time to an end. So you can see there are related projects in that educational training program. So this series, which we're starting today, is going to help you simplify what we call projects, products, and programs, so that you'll be able to achieve better outcomes. Better outcomes. So, in a nutshell, a project is a temporary endeavor, like we said, which when you run it, you will be able to achieve a unique product, a service, or a result. And if it's going to lead to a product must have a defined user and is meeting their needs, and it is also what achieving the goal that the user wants. So you need to understand this. So bringing this all together, you can see that a program can have multiple projects that leads to different products. So I want to zero in on projects and products because that's the crux of our matter. Because once we have the projects running well and we deliver products, then the overall body, which is the programs, can run. Now, to help us understand this, I love this by Joker Torres. While project is a process with a beginning and end, the product is the result of a process. So we need to understand that before a program can run well, you must be able to understand how to run a project well so that you can be able to achieve meaningful products. And from achieving meaningful products, you must know how to manage that product because projects are short term, but products are long term. Because when you finish producing a particular website, that's the product. You still need to maintain it, update it, and keep it. So we're going to look at project, product, and program life cycle in the next class because all of these have a life cycle. So even though projects are temporary, there's a life cycle before it terminates. Now, products that are outputs of projects are long term because after you produce them, launch them, you have to grow them, sustain them. So we're going to look at that life cycle. So products take longer time because the user will keep using it. You have to keep upgrading and updating. You have to study market trends, get user feedback, upgrade it. So a product life cycle is far longer than a project life cycle. Meanwhile, as you are doing or running that product, you will still be involved in projects because your market research, user research are also projects. So you see that project is very relevant for these three dimensions. That is for project itself, for products, and for programs. So let me give us example from, I want to give two examples from the for-profit space and the non-profit space. So for example, if you have a project if you are building a house, now there are different parts of building a house. You have to first plan the building, and you must get the materials to build, and you must do the building. So these are different, aspects of the building. But the moment you finish building the house and you deliver a 3 bedroom or 5 bedroom duplex, that becomes a product. You understand that? So we can have project in any dimension. For example, we want to take project from the angle of marriage. As you want to get married, you have marriage ceremony, you have honeymoon, you have moving in. So the marriage ceremony is a project. The honeymoon is a project because it's not forever. You have to do ceremony, you have to plan the ceremony and execute the ceremony, and people go home. But the wedding is the project, but the marriage is the product that you get, and you start living together for a lifetime. So this is very applicable in different dimensions, and I want to share another example for you on the issue of products. So let's look at these interesting thoughts. So we have different kind of products. You have consumer products, you have industrial products, you have digital products. But in all of these products, you need to understand that they have their life cycle, which we're going to discuss later. Now, to wrap this up, I'm going to give us an interesting example of a program from the for profit angle and the non-profit angle. So, for example, for the profit angle, and it's for businesses, imagine you want to launch a clothing brand. So, I love this example from Lucy Brown. I said, if an organization is involved in launching a new brand, this can be considered to be a program. Get because it will have multiple projects involved in the process. If it's a clothing brand, then launching a website, an application, and physical collaterals for branding purposes, such as business cards, packaging, marketing, and more, will all come under this program. So you can see the program is launching a clothing brand. But you need to what? Have a website for people to begin to view what you want to launch. Then you need to have an application. Maybe how when they're going to purchase these things. Then you need to have physical collateral, business cards, uh, packaging, marketing, and more. So they are all individual projects that involve different teams to meet objectives so that the main strategic goal of launching the clothing brand can be achieved. So, in a nutshell, every program is made up of what related projects managed in a coordinated way so that the benefit is more if they are managed individually. So now for this clothing brand now, the goal is to launch the clothing brand. That's the strategic goal. But we have different projects that relate towards each other and are managed together. So it might be that we need to have the website first so that people can begin to, or the landing page first, so that people can begin to see what we want to do and can whet their appetite and can start interact and engaging us. They will have social media and those to launch it, say, watch out, watch out, watch out. This is the date for it. And as the day approaches, you are showing different versions of the clothing brands on social media on the website. And you can even have what we call a pre-order on the website. People are already logging in to what pre-order. And there's an application for them to use to pay. There, everything is set. What's the goal? We want to launch this clothing brand successfully. And at the end, each of these related projects will lead to what the clothing brand be launched. So as they're doing the marketing campaign, there are people also working behind the scene to sew the clothes. So the outputs from each of these projects can be termed as their products also. And once they are launched, people start wearing them. And the products from these different related projects and the entire program will now be in the hands of people, the users, and and we can see that it meets their needs. And from that point of launch, you have to grow it because you can't just sell some units at the launch. You must keep selling and keep selling and keep selling. Then the brand now matures until when maybe that those designs now decline. They get it now. So we're going to look at life cycles in the next one. Now, from the non-profit angle, you want to do a community health program. You discover that they have waterborne diseases. That's their problem. Now, you need to have related projects. Number one, you have to go and do sensitization to sensitize them about what is leading to this waterborne diseases. Maybe their personal hygiene. They have to be taught of how to clean up their environment. That's a project. Then you now have to see, okay, is there a primary health center in this community that people can go to? If there is none, you have to build. Then you might have to now train health workers to understand the context of that area and the people. So you can see whether for profit or non-profit, you can have programs. And these programs can consist of different related projects. And this project can deliver products that people can use. So, for example, the knowledge that people gain, it becomes a product to them in a way. Because when you gain the knowledge, you can keep using it. You know how to clean yourself well. You know how to dump your refuse effectively. And you know how to manage your environment properly. Then the health center is a product because they can keep using that health center continually. So, from all I've said today, I hope I've been able to simplify the concept of project, product, and program. I really want to appreciate you for staying with me, and I want you to understand that this is an ongoing series which I'll be sharing with you as a certified Scrum Master. I want to help people understand how to manage these three dimensions well. So to wrap up, what's the focus of a product? A product focuses on delivering continuous value to customers and evolving based on market needs, while a project is focused on achieving specific goals and completing deliverables within a time frame. Then a program is a long-term strategic initiative that consists of multiple projects, activities, or services designed to achieve specific goals and objectives for the overall good. I believe you have been impacted by this. So stay tuned to when I release the next video on project, product, and program life cycles. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the YouTube chat section and I'll check it and get back to you. Have a wonderful